Hello.
Hello,
Hi.
ma'am. Good evening. Oh, sorry. Good morning, and there. Good morning, maybe too, or it's evening time.
Yes, it's 12 o'clock night. Yes.
Oh, okay, ma'am. How are you getting on, ma'am?
I am still recovering. I am still getting well. I'm still having my medicines. I'm not that good.
What happened, ma'am?
Actually, I have been like since end of December. I was not doing well. Like, how do I say this? I was so busy with my studies and work. I really didn't take good care of myself. And finally, in January, like mid January, I started having very bad cold, flu.
Okay.
And that's why I'm still in recovering process. I'm really
Oh,
waiting
okay.
for others to join. Okay,
Sorry.
so we'll introduce myself. But before that, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Oh, ma'am, what to introduce? Just struggling in my life, ma'am. Just got went through a lot of things, and now I'm just waiting for my, interview date, and I just want to get to know more information that how I can proceed next level, and ma'am, it's quite difficult for me, and I think it is not going good. Actually, I was planning, before. Actually, I was putting in Hyderabad 2 years back. Now, I just came back to my hometown. I just prepared for my Duolingo exam. Now, I was planning to go abroad in US, Michigan. So I was hoping to go there, and before that, I think it for me now. It's become a Herculean task to just go to interview. Also, they are not providing any interview dates. I think it's been quite messy for me. So that is the thing I always used to talk about you, ma'am, when I will get the interview date and something like this. Before you are now you are in putting up in USA, so I think maybe I just asked from you and your husband.
Oh, yes. So, regarding that, my husband will be contacting you. He hasn't been able to really be active in the group because he's having his midterms. So that's why he's really busy and he couldn't really get back to you. But he will get back to you as soon as possible,
Okay,
and
ma'am.
he'll talk to you about it. And I'm gonna wait for just for a while so that there are more viewers join in, and then I'll start. Uh, I'll start with the live.
If you are talking about introduction, actually, ma'am, I have done A-level French language before this pandemic, and after that, I just dropped my French language. Ma'am, it's ruined all the things understood better understand in pandemic. So after that, I was just joining my IELTS class in Hyderabad, IELTS Guru, which is I think India's top 10 IELTS center in Hyderabad in India. So
Mm-hmm.
I was just I went over there and started my IELTS speaking, and I joined the IELTS trainer. And that time I was in dilemma what to do. The thing is that I want I couldn't make my mind what would be the next. So then I got to know your videos on YouTube, Duolingo. So I just decided that let's start this and give my 100%. So I just get my band, and after 3 years back, I've cracked my IELTS exam. Also, I got 8.5 in speaking. So, ma'am, all things it's not quite easy to cop up with all the things. And like, ma'am, if I talk about myself, ma'am, current scenario is not good because, ma'am, it's for me. I think it's not what to say about everything is not in my mind, and don't know what to say and what will be the next. So when I watched your video and you told that it's a Duolingo, it's a good platform for all the students. So I think it would be helpful for US also. So just gave my exam and I get good marks. And apart from this, I thought that I will get USA visa as soon as possible. But interview dates are getting delaying. So I was just very feeling just I was in jittery totally, ma'am. I wasn't unable to do that time. So then I told you that, ma'am, please ask from your husband. And this things got, it's loop, getting in loop.
Okay. Well, I really hope things eases up for you. Um, Sorry. Okay. So
And
I
ma'am, I
I'm
just
sorry.
want to just want to say one thing, ma'am. Your the rate of speech is your very, ma'am, marvelous, and the way you teach is very stupendous. And I was just feel over the moon. The teacher is like you, ma'am, is very being a disciple. I think it's good for me and also students, and you are the, ma'am, good mentor for all of us. So, ma'am, you are a very kind and generous person. Lot of synonym of vocabs in my mind. So much brainstorming. I have written my own books. I think it's a thousand of pages. I have written, made my own notes and all things. So I just wanted to share one day with you, like for vocabs, quality sentences, idioms, synonyms, and lot of things I have written in my notebook.
Well, that's good. That's really, really great to hear. I'm
Yeah,
really glad, you have moved this way. Okay.
actually,
Mhm.
actually, I'm still learner, ma'am. I daily learn a lot of things about. For example, if I teach, if I talk about the IELTS student, give them training, general training. If I talk about the in speaking language, I taught them you have to be more relevant and use lexical resources and use signpost. Also, you won't be able to fetch a good band. That time I was also still learner and just make my own notes and write down all the things whichever is necessary for the students and mandatory for all the things that will come in the exam. So ma'am, I believe that never say die attitude.
Well, yes, that's really good, and I will start this live with appreciating you for being so active in the group. Sometime I wake up to the messages where you help students. That's really, really
Yeah,
good.
ma'am.
That's
I want this. Yes,
very
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
you. There are some words that you use that I use in my videos all the time. That's how I always tell my students or my other viewers. So uh, I really appreciate you for being so active, so helpful in the group. Thank you so much. And I'm going to start
Mhm.
the live now by introducing myself. Uh, Hello, as you all know, I am Rim Alam, and I'm sorry I'm not coming in front of the camera. I do
It's
have
okay,
some
ma'am.
religious restrictions. Also, it's kind of I really don't like to be on camera,
Yes, ma'am. I understand, ma'am.
and also because uh, of my status in US. I'm not. If it will not be wise of me to come on camera because you understand I'm studying here. My
Yes,
husband
ma'am.
is studying. We both are
Yes, ma'am.
students here, so that's why I'm not coming in front of the camera, and I apologize to everyone regarding this.
Feel your word speaks a lot, ma'am.
Okay, so there's this one comment that I got. Punya Records. She has asked about her English being weak. Well, I don't know if she's still here, but I just want to let her know that passing Duolingo to pass Duolingo, uh, you don't really like. How do I say this? It's all about practice. Okay, the more you practice, the better you get, and I think Arsh, you are a living example of it.
Yes, ma'am. Truly,
why,
truly, I am.
why don't you tell me how you started your Duolingo process? Like, how did you practice? What did you first start doing?
Actually, if someone backed the desired goal, then he or she would not just make this complicated. I think he or she must learn, understand first of all grammar, and the next thing is if she want to be fluent, and if she want to have brainstorming, if she want to do some typhoon on their tongue. So I think he or she must understand the first of all, I must say that. Rules of tenses, not I just want to say not for all tenses, has been, had been, could have been, like we they all just go through the modals. But I think if they just practice first of all present tense, if they practice on, if they focus on if they want to be fluent, so I think they must know about the daily schedule. If they talk about daily schedule using simple present tense, okay, and after that they just talk about the past tense. If they talk about the past tense, if they just speak on maybe 1 minute and 1 to 2 minutes on speaking in past tense, then present, then amalgamate these both sentences. then
Mm-hmm.
they won't be baffled or they won't perplexing while speaking.
Mm-hmm.
And the next part, sometimes the student told me that, sir, how they sometimes they don't get the ideas while speaking. They have lacking in ideas. So I told them, just don't label all the thing. Just talk about what you have. Speak your mind. Speak with your hearts. So
Mm-hmm.
while if you are speaking with your heart, don't need to remember any word, needless to say anything about the lines. Just come from your heart naturally. If you are learning and learning sentences and speaking the sentences, you won't last longer for any sentences. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the crucial part for speaking is, if you take a clock, if you take, for instance, for a small object, if you take a cell phone, describe its color, a rectangular shape, and its benefits, sorry, its features, and how we can take use of it, what are the merits and demerits of the things, then you will speak up to 2 minutes. If you elaborate lot of things about the phone, just taking in that, I think it won't be rocket science for all the students. It will be just a piece of cake. I think it's just toy. So if you practice by just doing in daily life, record yourself in mirror. Speak first of all. You speak in present tense. First of all,
Mm-hmm.
clear your present tense. After, go for past tense. Then speak about your ideas, what you have. Sometimes, if you face anything that you don't understand, sometimes the question arises like, speak out the personality. Sometimes the people wasn't aware; they didn't know that what was the famous personality in their life. So I think just make some cook bull stories. You know, ma'am, cook bull stories sometimes helps a lot.
That's right. So, recently, one of the videos that I uploaded, I got asked, like in one of the emails that I received, they asked me that when they get a question in either speaking or writing, they don't know what to say. Okay, so in recent videos, I have said that you don't always have to really use your real life experiences. You can always make up a story. Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
sometimes you can also use your real life experiences. In fact, I did that in some of my answers. You can the answers that I have read out
In
in
practice
my
test.
videos. These were my real life experiences. Okay, so I got a question here, and I'm going to go ahead and answer them. Um, well, the question was about how much they should get for their Duolingo for their master's admission. Okay, so you should be getting somewhere from your minimum should be 115. So you should try to get above 115. And another thing is, remember, Duolingo or IELTS or any other English proficiency test, these marks, whether they're accepted or not, they always depend on the university. So please ask your desired university whether they will accept Duolingo or no, and also ask them what is their score requirement. Yeah. Thank you so much, and I will wait for more questions. Please feel free to post your questions in the comment section. I'm here to answer all of them. So, Arsh, are you coming here for your masters?
Yes, ma'am.
On which subject?
Mm, I will choose. Actually, I haven't decided yet.
Okay, okay, okay. All right.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I was waiting for the person agent who is just lead me, and he told me that wait for the interview dates. Then I will let you. Then I will let you know. I haven't actually. I will go for my I-20. Then actually I-120. I was thinking that what to write and what I want to go for, but seriously, ma'am, I was in tenter. I don't know what to do now, ma'am. Actually, still there are a lot of students are waiting in line, and it's been 1 year. They are waiting for their
Any,
interview dates. So I think it is getting delaying.
have you applied to any university?
No, ma'am. Actually, I want to know that where I should go, and where there are a lot of jobs for students. So that is the reason I didn't apply yet, ma'am.
Okay, okay, okay. So I will just remind you one thing regarding this job thing. Do not be so loud because
Okay, okay. Understand?
Okay. Uh, that you cannot work here as when you will come as a student.
Yeah, ma'am. But we have to work in campus, maybe.
Yeah, on campus jobs are allowed. You can do that. So you have to look for that. Okay, so we will be moving on to other questions.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, you are not audible.
Give me a second. Give me a second. Okay. So, for those who are watching right now, I want to clear it out this for everyone. Um, I usually get asked in comments, in emails. Recently, the WhatsApp group that we have opened, I also get asked over there a lot of times about the 60-minute full length practice test. Okay. So, these full length practice tests are not available anymore. They are not offered by Duolingo anymore, unfortunately. And I also want everybody to let them know that just like you, I was also like, you were also offered this full length practice test. You didn't
Once,
accept,
once in a
perhaps,
lifetime. Once in a
perhaps
lifetime.
you didn't accept it, and I accepted the offer, and I had my test, but you didn't. So that's why you're not able to do it. You couldn't do it,
Yes, ma'am.
but I could.
Yes, ma'am.
So no,
Yes, ma'am.
I didn't. I got many bizarre comments like, "Did I pay Duolingo company to get this 60-minute practice test?" No
It is
idea.
true, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It is true.
I didn't pay anyone. I didn't. I
Maybe
didn't.
you paid for bucks.
I didn't pay anyone for anything. Just like everyone, any other ordinary people, I also got offered this Duolingo 60-minute practice test. I gave mine. So these are not offered anymore. Okay, or the only purpose of Duolingo to offer this full length practice test was to check their own system, perhaps. I'm not really sure, but I remember whenever I would click on the 60-minute practice test, they would give a notice before I start the test. And in that notice, they would tell that they are testing it out, they are checking the answers and blah, blah, blah. So what done with their research or test or whatever they were doing, they stopped offering it. That's very unfortunate, honestly. It was a great
Yes,
way for a lot of us to improve, but we do not have it anymore, so we gotta do what we have, right?
yes,
um,
ma'am.
for everyone who is asking what they should do, since they do not have the 60-minute practice test anymore.
So just go on YouTube and check out your all videos, ma'am. I think it's a very good platform for them to learn that 60-minute videos, ma'am.
Yes, so I have uploaded some recent videos, and the titles are it's on the series How to Speak. In the latest three videos, you can see that I have first asked the question. Okay, it's like listen and speak section type. I first ask the question, you hear the question, and then I move on to the model answer. You can use them as your question. You just listen to my question, you pause the video, and you answer by yourself. And then
Yes,
when I
ma'am.
keep answering, you can just see my model answer.
Yes, ma'am. It is the right thing, ma'am.
Okay. So I got a question which says to please tell me the easiest way for word selection. Well, for word selection, unfortunately, there is no easy way, but I can tell you a trick that you can use while choosing your words. Now, I think for word selection, you get about like a minute only, a minute or 1 minute 30 seconds, something like this.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
should
Yes, ma'am.
utilize your entire 1 minute 30 seconds. When you are choosing a word, read the entire word by word. Let's say we are selecting a word, it's calories, okay? Calories. I
Yes.
read it out like this: Calories. Read the entire word and then select it. What Duolingo does is Duolingo tricks you in this word selection question.
Like, ma'am, they put 13 spelling wrong. THIRTWN. They instead of this they put TEN only.
Yeah, the first few words will be right, and then the last words are wrong. So you know what we human do? We see the first part and go like, yeah, that's correct answer. We choose it, we move on. But no,
Yes,
we
ma'am.
should always take your time, read the entire word by word, and then choose it. Also remember, let's say you have 1 minute, you answered your question in 30 minutes. Always revise. I know many of us, in fact, me personally, sometimes I just go like, it's correct, no worries, move on. But no, we
Move to.
should
Yes,
always
ma'am.
revise, always take at least have 1 minute to revise our answers, regardless whether it's word selection, whether it's our essay writing, whatever. Yeah, during speaking part you cannot revise because you
Yes,
said
ma'am.
what you said. But whenever you're writing something, please revise, take your time. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
so
In speaking part also, we student ought to do something like trick. They got only 22 seconds,
yeah,
and in meantime they should focus on their mind, and they just portray the story and just learn the vocabs when, where, why, how. So in 22 seconds they can make their own story. In 22 seconds, if they don't get the ideas, so I think
yeah.
it is the best way to create this own.
Okay, so yeah, that's right, and I will now move on to the next question. Well, the next question is, how much score would I likely get on the real test if I am constantly getting 95 to 135 scores on a practice test? It's a very common question. I get it a
Yes,
lot.
ma'am.
They give me their practice test scores and they ask me to estimate it. However, very unfortunately, I cannot estimate your score. There is no way I can give you any kind of guess how much you may be getting. Because Duolingo, how Duolingo works is it like they told us how their scoring works. Yeah, that's right. I can explain you their scoring. I in fact have a video solely about their scores. But unfortunately, how they score our test, our actual test, is is unknown to any one of us. Okay, Duolingo works in a very unpredictable way. Recently, I'm having a lot of emails where they're telling me that their exams are being invalid for literally no reasons. And I'm sorry about that, but you are, even after following all the rules, if your exams are being uncertified, that's a very unfortunate thing, and that's just proof that Duolingo is unpredictable. They work how they want to. We cannot tell, and especially I cannot tell you, and I'm really sorry about that. I cannot tell you, I cannot give you an an estimate of how much you score. Yeah, but I wish you all the very best, everyone, whoever is giving their practice test right now. Keep practicing until you get at least something about 100 and above. Yeah, keep practicing till then. And another thing to be pointed out, whenever you are like when you're trying for your undergrad or grad admissions, whether you're giving IELTS or Duolingo or TOEFL, whatever you're giving, ask your desired university whether they will accept your
Yes,
professional
ma'am. It's true.
exam, and also ask them what is their requirement, what is the score requirement. And remember, your Duolingo, your IELTS does not give you a visa. I'm sorry to tell you that they do not give you the visa. Duolingo, IELTS are just there to prove that you can speak in English, you can understand English, you can survive in a country where English is the main language. Okay, so I'm having a lot of emails here, and I'm choosing questions from my email. And there is a question where they have asked that their mouse have moved a lot. Nikki has asked me a question. It says their mouse have moved a lot during their exam, and the exam got turned off. Just give me a second. I'll read the question properly. Okay. So let's say one time you give your while giving your exam, if Duolingo turns off your exam, maybe because they detected whether something happened, and Duolingo turns your exam off and offers you and lets you give exam again second time for for free. You can use the result and submit it to your university. The exam that got turned off, you will not have any result for that because you didn't complete the exam. Okay, the next time you give, it will be for free, and you can use the result. Okay. Another thing, I will be leaving now. I'll be going now. It's very late. But before I go, everybody, you can join the group, the WhatsApp group that we have just created. But please remember, this group is for everyone. You have a question, go ahead and ask me in the group. It's a humble request, personally from Rimanam, to everyone out there. Please do not text me personally, or don't text my husband personally, or do not text anyone in the group personally until and unless consent has been approved. You have been asked to message personally. Please, it's a humble request. uh, do not text us personally. The group is there for everyone to connect, to ask their questions. Any question, any kind of question you have, doesn't matter how many questions you have, I am there to answer. I may take a while to reply, that's right, but I will reply you. I will answer your questions. And I guess I will end my live here. Um, and I'm really glad I came, live. I will be coming live. We are thinking about coming live at least once a week, um, so that I can interact with y'all even better. I have not been able to answer everyone's email, everyone's comment, because I'm not only I'm sick, but I'm also very busy with my assignments, my exams. I will try to be as active as possible. Till then, uh, y'all take care, keep practicing. Let me know if y'all need any help. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
And Arsh, I I'm really appreciating you for being here with me today. Thank you so
Ma'am,
much for
thank you.
your time.
Ma'am, it's my honor to talk with you, ma'am. Actually, I have one query with your husband. Can I talk to him if he's free? No, ma'am.
You wait, he is coming. Uh
Personally, I want to talk on WhatsApp. Just want to talk about some university about, we talk about something that you told me later earlier that you should to consult him first.
yes, so he will text you, or maybe in a while you can text him and ask him.
Just one or two things I just want to ask, ma'am.
Yeah, sure, you can do that. Since you have his WhatsApp number, you can ask him. No worries about that.
Ma'am, how is your life in US, ma'am? It is being a hectic schedule or just feeling free bird?
It's very, very busy, honestly.
And then you are doing part-time work also, ma'am? Part-time job, sorry.
No, actually, I'm not working at all. We are not working because we are not having time at all. Both of us.
Actually, ma'am, I think it's a burning question for all the students who are planning for going abroad, in US. Actually, if they are not getting jobs while studying, so how could they survive, ma'am? Actually, I think it is a all questions same for everyone.
I will have a session regarding this. Not today, but I will have
Okay.
again. Okay, I got another question. What is the best score in Duolingo? Asked by Mr. Rajkumar Rodda. Okay, so there is no best score. Okay,
Yes,
um,
ma'am. True.
you can score 105, 105, and university may accept you. You can also score 80. Trust me, there are colleges that I have heard of, they accept
80,
80. 80, yes, 80.
ma'am. Where, ma'am? Where?
So
Chop
no,
chop.
that for
Where,
again,
ma'am?
colleges are not like, they are not good, trust me. But yeah, so you
At
there
least, at least, at least we can move there and jump from another.
No, they are not in Duolingo there is no best score. You just have to ask your university how much they require, and you should, get that mark so that you get accepted. And I
Ma'am,
will be ending the live now. It's very late. I have got class
just
tomorrow.
one more question, ma'am. Just only one.
Hmm.
From your point of view, where should I go in Minnesota, or which part of US, ma'am?
Well, I have not been to other states.
Alaska,
Not
where?
uh, but you can, regarding the states, regarding the universities and everything, my husband will speak to you. You can ask him
Okay, ma'am.
questions. He has better knowledge about these. My knowledge is regarding Duolingo and English and everything, and he
It's
got
okay,
knowledge.
ma'am. But ma'am, inform him that I just want to ask one or two questions personally. So I think he would reply me.
He will. Don't worry about it. He has been actually telling me that he has to talk to you. Like I told him that, Mr. Arsh has to talk to you, and he told me that once he gets time, he will. He will.
Okay,
Don't
ma'am.
worry about it. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank
Thank
you,
you so
ma'am.
much. You have a good day. Your day just started. Thank you so much for giving us
So am
time.
I. So am I. So am I, ma'am. So am
And
I. Thank
you
you,
all the
ma'am.
very best.
Thank
And
you,
everyone
ma'am.
watching, thank you so much for being here with me. I will see you all again. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Me too.
Thank you. Bye.